Alright, this is going to be quick and dirty. This video is for Brad Carr. He asked that I should make a follow-up video for the Luckwbq. So I'm not a good guitar player. I don't have a lot of equipment. I've got a little 10 watt Epiphone practice amp down here. It's got a clean channel and a boost channel. So I'm just going to do this. Now, I have not changed the strings on this since I got it in, April. I've got the strings to put on it. I just haven't done it yet because honestly I haven't decided if I want to change the string trees, if I want to put that much effort into it. I don't really want to deal with the tuners. They're fine. The strings are fine for as well as I can play, but we'll see. So I've got just everything at 10 here. I've got the practice amp. Hopefully that's coming through. I've got it pointed as well as I can. There. So, neck. So the neck is not my favorite. Next. It gets pretty muddy. I'm not super impressed with these single coils. There's just the middle. Okay, so now it gets interesting when we get to the humbucker. So the humbucker's pretty hot. Okay, so, and I know an EQ pedal would fix this, and a better amp would fix all that, but that's what you got. So we're going to hit the boost, and I'm going to have to turn the volume down here. So the boost is quite, I mean, the gain is only at 4.5. Muddy. That's really loud. Turn down the volume a bit there. Didn't help much, but you get the idea. It's weird. I guess it's just because of the cable. But that second position, or fourth position, is pretty noisy. So, yeah. Now we're getting to the humbucker again. And this is... See if I can turn that all the way up. That's pretty loud. That's at 3. Tone doesn't seem to do anything. And these aren't... Obviously, it's a cheap guitar. Can't split the coils, so... So there it is. It was what, $75, and there's the damage it took during shipping. And I just sanded that down, filed it down a little bit, sanded it down a little bit. I should put some kind of clear coat on there just to keep the paint from chipping, but I just haven't done it yet. I don't play it much. You can see, I'm just gonna shut that off so it quits buzzing. You can see how thick that neck is. There's almost no heel to it. I mean, it's just thick, but it's fine for what it is, I suppose. It was my first electric. I got it as a birthday gift, and it's fine for what it is. I usually play it in that fourth position with the middle and the humbucker when I do play it, because it with a chorus effect, it gives it a pretty good sound, like that. So there it is. It keeps tune very well. I did adjust the action a little bit when I first got it, but I'm gonna have to do it again because it needs a little relief added to it. It gets pretty high down here. And other than that, I haven't checked the intonation since I set it, but again, I don't do anything up here, the meatlies. It's just chords, and I can barely handle that. But yeah, there's not a lot of reviews on these. RJ at RJ's Cave was asking me about this. I mean, it's fine for what it is. I have not, like I said, I didn't change the string, so I haven't lifted the pick guard to see what the route is like, but I can't imagine it's got a big route in it. The Crescent, on the other hand, has a, of course, it's plywood. It's beat all up, but that's how I got it from Goodwill. It does have a swimming pool. So if I wanted to do something, I would do it with this. But for as little as I can play, and I did this in another video before, you can see the difference in the necks there. There's quite a bit. I mean, it's pretty noticeable when you look at the headstock and see that dip that it takes, and that's just kind of more of a slope. But now, and these, I don't know what these are either. These are single coils, but they sound better to my ears than the single coils in that one. And I played this the other night. It's probably not in tune, so there's the neck, and this has got a fairly decent neck pickup, but if you notice, it's right at the neck there, whereas on this one it is not. So I don't know if, I don't know if what, I haven't counted frets. 14, 16, 18, 20. 22. Yeah. That's the same amount of frets, so who knows? Oh yeah, that's out of tune. So I won't torture anybody with that, but yeah, I play this probably more than that. I did, but just because when I got it, it was completely gross, and I had to put new strings on it, clean it up. So it's got new strings. And I don't have a gig bag or anything, so it just lives handy. So it's just easy to grab. It needs a little work on the neck also. Yeah, so that's not what we were here to talk about. We're here to talk about this. So there it is. Like I said, I don't, and honestly, I don't usually play through the amp. I just get headphones and I play through the Zoom 505, and that way I don't torture my family. And I've been editing some new things because most of the factory sets or the existing sets that the buddy that I got this from 20-something years ago might have put on there. I don't think so. I think they were factory. They're pretty ridiculous. It's like everything's got a flanger or a phaser on it, and it's so I've been trying to just get some simple things, just a simple clean amp and a simple distortion, and that a good fuzz on there. And that's a work in progress. Maybe I'll make a video on that someday, but I'm just not set up for all that. So anyway, yeah, so if these are on sale, is it worth $75? I don't know. It was at the time when I bought it, when my wife got it for me in April. It was the cheapest option. Did come with one of these rain jacket gig bags. It's probably a little bit thicker than the one that came with the Glary, but not much. And this is going to dry out and crack, and it won't last. But that's all it came with. It didn't come with like an amp or a tuner or anything like that. So yeah, if they just happen to have them for cheap, that's fine. But again, I don't even know if it's a good mod platform because, like I said, I've yet to open that up. But I'm not impressed at all. You heard it with the single coils, even though it's not a good amp. But even when I'm playing myself, I don't mess with these. I just either the humbucker or the middle in the humbucker. Everything else is just standard, really cheap stuff. The tuners are fine. They're not great. I haven't found any high frets or anything, but again, I don't play up there. But yeah, it is what it is. There's so many more options now, and I know they're cranking up a little bit in price. Look at the back of the tuners. They're just those standard things that they put on all those cheap guitars. But yeah, I don't have any complaints. I can't say I can brag about it either. It's fine. Somebody that has more guitar playing experience and more skill than I do would probably have rate it a lot lower. It was fine for a first one. It's fine. It's the one thing about it is super light. I mean, it is basswood. It's really light basswood. And don't get a lot of neck dive with it either. So, you know, if you had a kid, it would be fine enough for them, I think. It's not too heavy. This is plywood. It's pretty heavy. You can see it. You can see the grain in there. And then, yeah, when I took the pick guard off, boy, yeah, they didn't do anything to that cavity. It was pieces coming off, and yeah, they didn't take a sander or anything to that. So anyway, there was the Luckwbq, and for what it was worth. And so Brad Carr, there you go. RJ, if you're watching this, there you go. You see why I don't make videos. And I will have a bass review coming sometime, maybe tomorrow. I doubt it. But I did get a new bass. I'll show it real quick. So musician's friend, I think it ends today or tomorrow, had a bass sale. This was like $80 off or something. And I was been unsuccessfully trying to fix the washburn, and I told my wife I'm gonna have to take it somewhere to get it fixed. She was like, how much is that? And I said, I don't know, 100 bucks, 150 bucks. She's like, this was 150 bucks, so yeah. I played it a little bit. I have not been playing it as much as I should. I'm waiting on a case to come in now. So it's kind of living in its living in the box that it came in just for safekeeping. But it's backstory on this summer we were in Branson on vacation, walking around downtown, and we were in a pawn shop, and they had a vintage, it was probably a 60s Tiesco violin bass hanging in there, and it was in good shape. It was like, I don't know, 350 bucks or something like that. And we didn't have the money at the time, and even if we had the money, we didn't have the space to bring it home, and I was kind of drooling over it. And so I had kind of put the bug in me. I mean, I'm not the biggest Beatles fan. I like some of their songs. But seeing that and feeling that, it kind of was like, wow. And so I saw this on sale and was smitten, so to speak. And it'll be a nice, you know, you've got a nice range of tones you can get through the two pickups and the cutoffs and whatnot. So, yeah, so that was my Christmas / this coming year's birthday present right here. But I got to get a strap that matches it, because I can't wear a cheap nylon strap with this. So, but yeah, so I'll do a video on this at some point. But there we go. So if you've watched this far, thank you. I don't know why. There's plenty of other channels with better content that you could watch. But anyway, have a good night.